Assalamu alaikum dear viewers. Welcome to my channel Crescent Notes. Today we will discuss Oedipus Rex as a tragedy of fate. What is tragedy? Tragedy can be defined as an invitation of an action which is serious, tracing the downfall of a hero from prosperity to adversity with an embellished language. Tragedy is basically an imitation of an action that is whole and complete in itself and of a certain magnitude, involving the fall of the hero with a diction ornamented by all kinds of literary devices, arousing the emotions of pity and fear, and then providing the catharsis of these emotions. अब हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि इडिपस रेक्स को ट्रेजेडी ऑफ फेट क्यों कहा जाता है। उसके लिए हमें इस ड्रामा का बैकग्राउंड का समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है। पॉलिबस द किंग ऑफ कोरिंथ वॉज फादर ऑफ इडिपस रेक्स एंड मेरोप वॉज हिज मदर। Oedipus was leading a life of preeminence when a curious thing happened, though it is just possible that he attached more importance to it than it deserved. One day, a man who was drunk took the liberty of saying that Oedipus was not the son of Polybus. Oedipus felt hurt and approached his parents and told them what the man had said. They were bitterly angry that anyone should dare to circulate such a story. Oedipus was satisfied for a moment, but some of the hurt still remained. Without the knowledge of his parents, Oedipus went to Phaedo but was unlucky enough to get a direct answer. On the other hand, his error and misery were increased by the prediction of Delphic oracle that he must marry his mother and murder his father. Thus, Oedipus' decision not to return to Corinth in order to escape the fate foretold for him by the oracle might be termed misguided, but the circumstances that take him to Thebes after he has ignorantly killed his own father and make him marry his mother without knowing or choice are surely ironical. Oedipus in the opening scene of the play seems to be very generous, kind and humble to a group of people who are gathered in front of him. Oedipus knows the purpose of Thebans gathering, but he wants to know from them personally. He directly asks the priest who stands at the head of the people. He asks him to tell him whether it is some fear or the desire to ask something which brings the Thebans to the king. He assures him that he is not so heartless as to turn a deaf ear to the petition of so many people. The priest replies on behalf of all the Thebans. He says that the city is afflicted with disease and barrenness from which neither man nor animal can escape. He and people come to him because they consider him as the first of the men who, both in the ordinary affairs of life and in the encounters between men and superhuman creatures. He reminds him that it was he who had come to their city as a stranger and saved them from the cruel monster Sphinx. In my last video, I have discussed about Sphinx. स्फिंक्स एक ऐसी मॉन्स्ट्रस क्रिएचर थी जिसने पूरे सिटी को बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब ऐसी मॉन्स्टर जिसकी वजह से तमाम लोग थीबीज के बहुत ज़्यादा उससे एग्जॉस्ट हो चुके थे। और जैसे ही ओडिपस रेक्स ने वहाँ पे कदम रखा, उसको सबसे पहले स्फिंक्स का मुकाबला करना पड़ा और उसने स्फिंक्स की रिडल को सॉल्व किया, जिसकी वजह से वो स्फिंक्स जो है वो टोटली मैड हो चुकी थी और वो उसका ख़ात्मा हो गया. And relieved them of the tribute they had been paying to her so long. Now they need his help once again. Oedipus replies that he is grief-stricken for the people. Indeed, his grief is more than that of any other person. And he has taken one step already. He sent his kinsman Creon, the brother of the queen, to the Phaeton house of Apollo in order to consult the Delphic oracle and seek his advice about ending the miseries of people. Then Creon comes with smiling face, showing that he brings a good message. Creon tells him Oracle's answer that there is an unclean creature who is polluting the city by his presence. That person must be driven away from the city, for his continued presence would destroy the city. Oedipus wants to know as to what impure person the oracle meant. Creon answers that according to the oracle, the troubles of the city have proceeded from the shedding of blood. He clarifies that the reference is to the killing of Lais, their former king. The oracle only mentioned that the killer is still living in Thebes. Creon tells him that Lais had left a pilgrimage from which he never returned, but one man ran away from the scene in terror and could not tell them anything more than that the king's party was attacked and slaughtered by a band of robbers. Oedipus declares that he would start the investigation afresh. He will bring everything into open. He thanks Phoebus as well as Creon for pointing out to Oedipus his duty to the dead king. The king then holds a consultation with Acorus. He is informed that Tiresias is believed to stand nearest to Apollo in divination, and his advice should be sought on this occasion. Although being blind prophet, Tiresias cannot be seen the condition of the city. He must be aware of it in his mind. The oracle has advised that the only way to put an end to the plague which is afflicting Thebes is to find out the killers of Lais and to kill or banish them. Tiresias must use all his powers of divination and tell them the identity of the murderers. Tiresias seems very reluctant to answer and can in fact be heard blaming himself as to why he came there at all. He pleads with the king to let him go back without saying anything, because in that way both the king and the seer would be able to bear these respective burdens better. This angers Oedipus, who accuses the prophet having conspired with Creon to depose Oedipus and to rule in his stead. It is now Tiresias' turn to lose temper. He bluntly tells Oedipus that he serves the will of Apollo and not of the king. Tiresias declares that Oedipus himself is the criminal for whom he is searching. It is he who is the murderer of Lais. Moreover, he announces he is living in sinful union with his mother. Tiresias predicts that before long Oedipus, who has taunted the seer with his blindness, would go out of the Thebes lonely and blinded. As we know कि हमारा जो लेक्चर है वो काफ़ी डिटेल में है. इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम इस लेक्चर को कंप्लीट करेंगे. होप आपको मेरा लेक्चर समझ में आ रहा होगा इंशाल्लाह. To watch my videos regularly, please subscribe, like and share my channel. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.